Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shifts, on Telegram, on WhatsApp status. Some of you listen only to 3 minutes on WhatsApp status. All right. I thank you also, but I would recommend go listen to the whole 9-10 minutes. It will benefit you more than the snippets that I share on my WhatsApp status. Thank you for always tuning in. I appreciate your attention. So today, I want you to try something that I learned from Naval Ravikant. All right, if you don't know him, go find him. That guy, that dude, that man is a modern day philosopher. The guy is good. I like his thought process, simplistic thought process, and his advice are always on point. At least in my humble opinion, its advice are always on point. So I will advise you go learn from him. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. If you cannot decide, the answer is no. That is the direct quote from Naval Ravikant. If you cannot decide, then the answer is no. So that is what I want us to talk about for a few short minutes. Let us start by just talking about indecision, all right? Something that I believe we've all experienced. It feels sometimes like being stuck at a crossroads with both options seemingly equally appealing and equally risky. You hesitate. You analyze every detail, but still, you're paralyzed by the weight of making the wrong choice. Indecision can be exhausting. All right, it can suck the life out of your day if care is not taken. It can drain your energy. It can fill your mind with second-guessing thoughts and with doubts. We've all been there, I believe. So, the question that we keep asking: should you take that job offer? Should you move to that city? Should you start that new business? Should you leave the relationship that is not working for you, or that you think is not working for you? Every day we are faced with decisions, big and small. And sometimes the fear of making the wrong decision will paralyze us. And that is where the wisdom of Naval is coming into play here. It points out that the inability to decide is already a decision on its own. It's not just that you haven't made up your mind, it's that your lack of clarity means the answer is inherently a no. Not because you are missing out on something great, but because the lack of clarity is a clear sign. Whatever it is that you are considering, it doesn't resonate deeply enough with you. The reason why you are stuck and you're doubting is because what you are trying to do is not sitting deep with you. It's not resonating deep with you. Because if truly it is resonating, the decision will be clearer. Have you ever wondered why indecision feels so heavy? It's because deep down, you are torn between what you think you should do and what you want to do, or what is truly aligned with your value. It is not just about the options in front of you. It is about whether or not those options fit into the life you are trying to build. When you cannot decide, it's often because there is a lack of enthusiasm, a lack of alignment, a lack of certainty. Your intuition is telling you that something about this decision is not sitting right with you. It's as if your gut is saying if you cannot make up your mind, there is a reason why. And that reason is often that the decision you are hesitating on is not in line with who you are, is not in line with where you want to go. This is what I know. One of the biggest issues with indecision is that it costs us time. And time is a non-renewable resource. Every moment you spend in indecision is a moment you've lost. Lost not just in terms of making a decision, but in terms of your overall growth or overall movement towards your goals. So when you stay stuck in indecision, you are not just avoiding one decision. Okay, you are delaying every opportunity that could come after that decision. You're putting your life on hold. You're pausing progress. Meanwhile, time is moving on. Indecision, I believe, is also emotionally draining. The mental weight of constantly debating with yourself, going back and forth between yes and no, it creates stress. It eats away at your confidence and it eats away at your self-trust, because every time you hesitate, you are subconsciously telling yourself that you don't trust your own judgment. But when you adopt the mindset of if you cannot decide, the answer is no, you relieve yourself of that burden. You stop spending energy on things that are not worth it. You stop doubting yourself and instead you gain clarity by focusing on what truly matters to you. See, one of the most profound aspects of this particular statement is that it invites us to trust ourselves more deeply. You need to trust your gut instincts, your intuition. They exist for a reason. They are our inner guidance system. They guide us internally. And more often than not, they are right. So when you are faced with a decision and you feel that cloud of indecision coming over you, take a step back. Ask yourself, why can't I decide? What is it about this decision that makes me hesitate? Sometimes indecisions comes from fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of making a wrong choice, fear of stepping out of your comfort zone. But other times, it is simply because the choice does not align with your true desire. The choice does not align with your values. And when that's the case, when that happens, when the choice doesn't align with your values or your desire, the answer is no. The answer should be no. What we often forget is that every decision we make or we don't make is a reflection of our value system. When you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else or to different other things. And when you are stuck in indecision, you are allowing uncertainty to dictate your life instead of your values. So, the next time you find yourself caught in the web of indecision, pause and reflect on what truly matters to you. If the decision aligns with your values, if it aligns with your goals, if it aligns with your inner sense of purpose or peace of mind, I believe the clarity will come. If it doesn't come and the indecision persists, and then that's your answer. The answer is no. See, this particular wisdom is reminding us that our time and energy are precious. We should reserve our yes for the things that truly, truly light us up, for the things that resonate with who we are, for the things that resonate with who we want to become. And when we embrace this mindset, decision making becomes less about stress and anxiety, and it becomes more about clarity and purpose. A lot of times, indecision is fueled by the fear of missing out. We hesitate because we don't want to close the door on an opportunity that might be great. We don't want to say no because we think, what if this is the one? Or what if I regret not saying yes? But here's the reality. If you are struggling to make a decision, it is not a clear yes, then it is likely not the right opportunity for you. The fear of missing out can lead you down the paths that are not yours to walk. It can make you to chase things that don't align with your true desires simply because you're afraid of what you might miss. You need to remember, your path is your path alone. Your path is yours alone. You might miss out on, this is what I know, you won't miss out on what truly matters to you. You won't miss out on what is truly meant for you by saying no to the things that don't feel right. In fact, by saying no to the things that don't align with you, you make room for the things that do align with you. And one of the most important lessons in life is learning how to say the no. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness, that tells us we need to say yes to every opportunity, every invitation, every project, every relationship. But the truth is, saying yes to everything dilutes our energy. It scatters our focus. And ultimately, it keeps us from excelling in the areas that truly matter. The ability to say no is one of the most liberating skills that I believe you can develop. It gives you the power to protect your time, your energy, your mental well-being. It allows you to focus on the things that truly move the needle in your life. If you are unsure, for example, about something, if you find yourself wavering back and forth, I believe it's a clear sign that it is not a right fit. It is not a right fit for you. And by saying no, you create space for the things that are clear, for the things that have a clear, enthusiastic yes. So as we wrap up today's episode, let me say this. Life is too short to spend stuck in indecision. Your time, your energy, your focus, these are your most valuable resources. So don't waste them on things that don't resonate with you. Embrace the power of saying no. Trust that your gut feeling. Trust also that your gut knows when something is not right for you. And remember, if you cannot decide, then the answer is no. Thank you, and I will talk